Hello and welcome to the relaxation. We are going to lie ourselves down, so you can take cosy blankets, you can be on the sofa, you can be in your bed doing this, it's also fantastic, and you can be lying on your carpet or on the bit of floor somewhere. So sometimes people like to cozy up, like they're just having a little nap, and other times people like to lie onto their backs and extend their legs away and just rest onto the floor like this. It's usually definitely for adults. For adults, we don't touch each other when we're doing relaxation, and usually it's a good idea not to touch other people when you're doing relaxation, because usually it's going to make you waken up a little bit, because the other person sometimes moves a little bit, so it disturbs you. So we're going to do a lovely relaxation today, and it's going to be all about going to a special pond. So I'm going to get my little monkey over here and get him in so he can have a little cuddle with me. And if you want a soft toy to have relaxation with you, then you go get him just now and then cuddle yourself up. You can pause me any time if there's other things that you need to get yourself comfy. So we're going to have our relaxation. I'm going to move that down a little bit so we've got Monkey in the picture, because he's really keen to have relaxation with you today, aren't you, Monkey? He's feeling a little bit quiet, actually. I think he needs a cuddle. So, can you imagine that you're lying really, really comfortably? So first of all, you're going to move your shoulders, you're going to move your legs, you're going to allow every bit of your body to get that little bit heavier and a little bit more comfortable. So to do that, it's okay to have a shuggle and a fidget and a little change of position. It's okay to find an even nicer way to be. So this is where we get to look after our bodies and look after ourselves. So it's so important that we're allowing ourselves to really be nice to ourselves. And then once you get really settled and you think, yes, this is a good position, then we're going to get really, really heavy and relaxed. So your feet are going to get heavy, your thighs are going to get heavy, your hips are going to get heavy. Your shoulders are going to get heavy, your elbows, your hands. And you're going to start to feel like you're so heavy that you couldn't move, even if you tried. And of course, if you really wanted to, at any point, you could bounce up like a superhero. But we're really exploring that feeling of what it's like to be so, so heavy and so relaxed that we are just amazingly heavy, like the heaviest thing you could ever imagine. Your eyelids are going to get heavy, your forehead's going to feel a little bit smooth, and your whole head is going to feel relaxed. And you'll start to notice it, your breathing will start to get a little bit more gentle. So it'll probably flow in more and flow out more, and you might find that it starts to get really, really gentle. So it's like a littler breath and a littler out breath. And these are all good things. They're all good things. And as you lie there on the floor, you're going to start to imagine a beautiful pond. And this beautiful pond has got such smooth water in it. And the water is so, so smooth that when you look at the pond, you can see reflections in it. And the reflections are what's around the pond. You might see beautiful trees, there might be beautiful flowers. You might see the odd animal just peeking out of the undergrowth. You notice this beautiful scene, and you're watching it in the pond's reflection. And then you put a little toe or a little finger into the water, and you just wiggle your finger or your toes, and you notice all the little ripples that change the picture in the surface of the pond. You notice how the picture starts to just get a little bit disturbed, and then it changes it all into beautiful patterns. And then when you stop wiggling your fingers, this pond becomes smoother and smoother and smoother again. So eventually it's like a mirror, and you can see everything that's around the pond, but in the pond. You might even see the sky and the clouds. And then you do it again. You put just a little tiny finger in, And this time you get a little leaf or a little feather, and you just gently push the feather out into the pond. And this time you notice the little trail of reflections that follow the leaf or the feather. And as you look in the pond, you notice that it's a little bit like your thoughts and your mind. That our thoughts can become all stirred up and disturbed. But when we're calm, everything feels good, and we feel like we can just see easily and clearly. And sometimes it's just about knowing when to put your finger in to make the little ripples happen, to make it more exciting, and when to let your finger come out so that you can relax more. You notice at one side of the pond there are some beautiful flying creatures. And the beautiful flying creatures, you can't really make out what they are. They might be butterflies, they might be dragonflies, they might be tiny little hummingbirds, like the smallest birds in the entire universe. But you notice those little flying creatures, and you notice how they look for you. You notice their colours, you notice how many there are of them, and you notice how they fly. Do they swoop? Do they dive? Do they float? And you just enjoy watching them fly around for a moment. And then one of these little flying creatures comes over towards you, and you put out your hand, and gently, gently, the little creature settles onto your hand. And you gently breathe on the creature, and that makes their little wings just flutter, and they really enjoy it. It's like giving them a little massage. And then this little flying creature starts to hover just above your hand, and they start to fly around you, spreading special animal magic dust all around you. And then they go to a special part of you. So it could be an area of your body that feels a little bit uncomfy, or it could just be a special place. And they go to this place and they just spread a bit of extra magic dust there. And then the little flying creature spells something out to you in the sky. It's probably just a really short word, or it might be a longer one, but you just notice what it is. And it's a special message for you. And if your creature flies really fast, they might write more than one. Spelling it out in the sky or in the air just for you. A special message. The little flying creature does a couple of special gymnastic turns for you, and then flies off to be with its friends again. And you feel really happy taking your special magic message and the feelings of being looked after with you. You come back to noticing your body on the floor. You come back to gently letting the pond and that beautiful magical place just gently ease away, so that you become more aware of where you are right now. So you notice what you're lying on, the feeling of where you're lying. You notice the textures, whether it's the carpet, your sheets, a cushion, or your special cuddly toy. You gently allow your body to move and stretch and wake up, maybe like a little pussycat after a lovely sleep. You open your eyes and you notice the room around you. You notice the walls. You notice what you can see outside of the window. And you listen to hear what's happening around your house just now. And that is the end of our relaxation. we come back to just being here. So we take our special story with us, but we're here now in this life, not away in fancy stories all the time. But we take these little stories with us. They live with us a little bit, and then we can enjoy our days even more. I hope you have a super day. I look forward to seeing you for yoga next week, and all is well. Thank you. Bye.